Please welcome Danielle, Aufiero, and Amber Horn.
Well, this isn't scary at all.
Hello.
Hi, everyone. So, as everybody knows, the casting associate is the backbone of any good office. Well, any good casting associate is the backbone of any good office. When Amber and I started our company in 2010, we did not have a staff. We didn't have a phone. We
stole the internet.
We stole the internet. And we couldn't imagine a time when we'd actually get the privilege of having a staff. And
so we used our BlackBerry to find one.
And we get to have the best staff.
Yes. And we are so honored tonight to introduce Steven Tylor O'Connor. And yes! We hear many people put his name in the box to nominate him for the Associate of the Year. He wrote a book for teenagers to get their finances in order. He started a website that has helped thousands of people get jobs called Awesome Assistants on Facebook. Yes.
He's an integral part of the Inclusion and Diversity Committee of the Casting Society.
Yes, so we would like to raise your glasses and introduce Steven Tylor O'Connor.
Stone Cold Stove. We couldn't be more proud.
Hi, everybody. First, because I told June I would say this backstage, I'm just going to give you a little bit of profile. I have no tattoos because I'm afraid of needles, but I will do nudity for the right project. Thank you guys so much. You know, when I was told I was going to get this award and when I said I would take it, I had no idea that Laura Dern was going to be my opening act. I mean, come on, headliner here, right? P.S. Laura Dern, I love you. Please don't hold that against me. Honestly, I would not be here if it wasn't for the people who came before me, the amazing mentors that I've had before. In my New York roots, at CBS with Amy and Katharina's office, at NBC to Jen McNamara's office, and then my production casting experience, you know, Brett and Colin and the amazing Sherry Jane Hernandez. I don't think Sherry knows how much she taught me. From Suzanne Goddard-Smythe and Ty Harmon to Gary Zuckerbrod and Kamala Thomas to my amazing Larchmont 10, Chiguera 7 crew, both past and present, Amber Horn, Danielle Aufiero, Barb Fiorentino, Therese Klassen, Gal Powell, Susan Esrock, Jax, Suzanne, Elshaw, Tylor, Quandell George, Karina, Rolo, BHR, and Captain Ron. You guys make my 20-minute to an hour plus commute every day to Culver City worth it. Look, we all know that casting is underappreciated in our industry. It's why we have these Artios Awards. But I'm so proud to be part of a community that helps further and advance something that really means something that means so much to me, and that is diversity and inclusion. Diverse and inclusive casting is so important to telling authentic and important stories on screen and on stage, and we are leading that fight. I mean, just look at some of the successes that are on air. Pose with its trans visibility and telling authentic stories. To Speechless with having a performer with disability as one of its leads. To Star Wars with having a badass lady as its lead. To Black Panther, to Crazy Rich Asians. Representation matters. Diversity and inclusion matters, and it will make money if you just do it. In our own office, we have Andy Mack, which we were nominated and did not win an Artios Award tonight. Disney's first Asian-led family show, Disney's first show with a gay series regular who comes out, and a recurring character in our third season who's deaf. It's groundbreaking, but it should not have to be. And though we didn't win tonight, I have to thank Terry Minsky, Michelle Manning, and the entire team at Disney for allowing this TV show to be on air. Now, I tell people that I'm dead on the inside. Shocking that I'm single, right? Well, when I watched Cyrus on Andy Mack come out to Buffy, I cried. I was in Salt Lake City and I cried. Cyrus tells Buffy that he felt weird, that he felt different. Something that I could definitely relate to when I was that age. And then Buffy reaches across the table, grabs his hand and says, "Cyrus, you've always been weird, but you've never been different." And Jesus, if I had that when I was a teenager, I can't tell you how immeasurably that would have changed my life. The doubt, the pain, the pleading with God that I would just be normal, it could have been lessened or avoided if I wasn't alone, if I wasn't different. So how do we affect this change? We need the Gloria Steinems of the world out there encouraging rage in society and moving culture. That helps pave the way for the silent incrementalists, the Ruth Bader Ginsburg types, to slowly and methodically change the institutions for the better. We need rage from those outspoken advocates to hold people accountable and demand that we do better. But we also need casting, the silent incrementalists, to include them in the world, where it's not about them being trans, or about them being in a wheelchair, or about them being blind. They just happen to be that. And I challenge everybody in this room tonight to do better. I challenge all the reps in the room who may be at the bar to have more LGBTQ plus people on your roster, to have more performers with disabilities on your roster, to have more racial and ethnic minorities on your roster. And I don't just say this, I walk the walk. Outside of casting, I write and produce. In my film, Welcome to New York, I have LGBT representation, racial diversity, body type diversity, and in a pilot that I co-wrote, I have a script with female leads, trans visibility, and racial diversity. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, because I know I'm not, but it's a step. And for everybody in casting, let's broaden our world. Let's cast women in traditionally male roles. Let's cast a performer who has a disability in a role that doesn't say they have a disability. Let's cast more minorities. Let's cast more LGBTQ plus people. Because why can't they be person X or Y or Z? Or why can't they be both X and Y? It exists. It's called intersectionality. We just need to find them, we need to represent them, and we need to audition them. We can do that, and we should do that. Lastly, agents and managers, please, for the love of God, submit on breakdowns before you pitch your clients to us, and mark it on C-mail before you call or email me. I'm gonna get this autographed backstage by June because I'm obsessed. Thank you again to the CSA, to the multiple nominations that I got, and to the CSA board for honoring me. It means more to me than you guys will ever know. Thank you guys so much.